You got to be careful who you roll with in 2025, because people will start making you feel guilty for making necessary changes in your life. I am not being funny. I am not being arrogant. I am not being bougie. I am not being sedity. I don't think I'm better than y'all. I don't think y'all beneath me. But when I looked at my environment, I realized if I maintain like y'all, I'm going to start looking like y'all. But where I'm going, I got to learn how to adapt. Why you talking all proper? Because where I'm headed, you gotta act like you got some sense. Why you ain't called me back? Because you look too much like what I dated last year. So I'm shifting what I'm going to. I wish I had 1,000 folk who would type, jump, shout, adapt. If I'm going to thrive, Jay, I have to learn how to adapt.
Hey, let me tell you something. I just want to take out time to thank God for rewarding my sacrifices. And oftentimes people see the final product of where you at now, and they don't realize where you come from and the sacrifices you made to get to where you are right now. And I just want to take this moment out to just really thank God for rewarding my sacrifices, because there are some sacrifices that I made that other folks wouldn't have made for him. The sacrifice I made of sleeping in the truck for a year to get closer to him. The sacrifices I made when I was preaching on my way to, and not knowing if I have enough gas to even get home, y'all. I'm talking about, and not taking the money from the churches because I didn't want to get caught up in being a money preacher. The sacrifices I made when I was preaching revival and my car was outside getting repoed while I was preaching. The sacrifices that I made to become the man that I am now, I want to truly thank him for rewarding my sacrifices and not forgetting my labors of love that I shown to him. Because those were some hard sacrifices. I'm sorry, y'all, excuse me. But I just want to say thank you, God, for rewarding me. And there was times that I was on the verge of giving up. But he came along and he always sumps a ram in the bush to keep me going. I want to say thank you, God. Thank you for rewarding my sacrifices. And y'all, it's been tough. It's been hard. But I thank him because he's shown up in my life and he's done some things that I thought he would ever do for me, never do for me. And I just want to take this moment out to really thank him for rewarding my sacrifices.
I just pray that you understand the power and authority that you all have, the influence that you have, and I know you do, but never take your gift for granted. It could be taken from you in a second. My aunt is turned 100 a couple of months ago, and I got a call from my brother, and he said, Denzel, she's in hospice, she's going. So I called her up. I said, Aunt Mary, she's 100 years old. I called her last Saturday. I said, Aunt Mary, it was last Thursday. I'm coming down to see you. I'm coming. She said, well, come on, baby. I'm ready to go. God is calling me, and I'm ready to go. So I got there. And we flew to New Orleans, and I flew up to Atlanta to see her. And I put her on the phone with Jay-Z, FaceTime, Jay-Z, Chris Rock, Byron Allen, Lenny Kravitz. She didn't have a negative word for anybody, only words of encouragement. And she has 100 years of experience of life. You guys have 20 or 30 years. but you touch 100-year-olds. You touch 5-year-olds, you touch 2-year-olds, you touch 10-year-olds, you touch millions, if not billions of people. Never take that gift for granted. Use it for goodness sake, for God's sake. I don't know where you at religiously, spiritually, but use it for God's sake. My entire life, for the rest of my life, is about doing God's business. That's all.
Uh-oh, you got motion. You got motion. And that's all you needed. That's all you needed. And now you stepping with the big dogs. Turn them up, George. You stepping with the big dog. Listen to me. Everybody else had their turn. Now you coming for what's yours. Now you coming for what's yours. Listen to me. They doubted you. They played with you. They ain't think you could be who you was. They ain't think you could be who you are. But you pressure. You been pressure. And pressure's your middle name. And they got to feel everything you bring. Even if it's pain. It's big dog. Turn them up, George. Woo! They gon' feel this. Turn them up. Yeah, that's real. Oh, look at you. You applying that pressure now? Talk that talk, George. You applying that pressure now. Turn them up. You applying that pressure now. And nothing can stop you. Ooh, it can't. Nothing can stop you. Because you ready for whoever. Turn them up, George. You ready for whoever. Turn them up, George. And that hard work gonna tell you who better. So come and get this work. Come and get this work. Big dog. Turn them up. Yeah, that's real.